All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Brad Marchand, and I manage the Microsoft 365 team at North Carolina Department of Information Technology. Thank you again so much for joining us today. We are so excited for this event, and we sincerely hope the content you learn about today is valuable to you. Before we begin, I want to remind you that you can see a list of our other sessions that are scheduled for today at it.nc.gov/all things M365. Again, that is it.nc.gov/all things M365. If another session happens to capture your attention, please be sure to register for it. Unfortunately, Susan Kellogg, NCDIT's Deputy Chief Information Officer, is unable to be with us today. However, we do have with us NCDIT's Director of Enterprise Operations, Mick DiGrazia, and we're so excited to have him with us this morning. Mick is relatively new to NCDIT, just starting this month. He comes from Duke Health, where he was the Director of Platform Hosting Services. And prior to Duke Health, Mick was the IT Risk and Compliance Manager and later became the Server Infrastructure Manager at the University of Connecticut. As the server infrastructure manager, he managed a wide array of operational services, including identity management, all hosting platforms, Microsoft 365, very relevant to our topic today, as well as telephony, network, and service desk. So we're so excited to have Mick. Thank you so much for being here, Mick, and welcome to NCDIT. And with that, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, Brad. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first annual All Things M365 Conference, where today we hope to inspire you to empower yourselves to achieve. I know you're all eager to get to our wonderful content presenters, but before we do, I'd like to give you a little background on our agency and some of our strategic priorities. Before we get into that, as Brad mentioned, Susan Kellogg couldn't be here today, and she sends her regrets, and just know that she would be here today if at all possible. We will miss you, Susan, and wish you could be here with us today. I'd like to introduce myself, as I'm sure I'm a new face for many of you. As Brad mentioned, my name is Mick DiGrazia, and I'm the Senior Director of Enterprise Operations for NCDIT. I have many years providing IT service and support in distributed environments, such as higher education and healthcare. I'm new in my role, having started on June 1st, and I look forward to the many future opportunities that we'll have to collaborate together and partner on solutions. A large part of my job involves overseeing NCDIT's enterprise application and infrastructure services that we provide to the state agencies, local governments, and universities across North Carolina. NCDIT provides services at scale so that agencies can focus on what they do best, providing support and assistance to North Carolinians. I'd like to share a little bit more about our agency for those that may not be familiar with us. NCDIT, or the North Carolina Department of Information Technology, is a cabinet agency. We are the primary IT service provider for North Carolina state government, partnering with agencies on solutions that empower them to deliver their services that the people of North Carolina need to live happy, healthy, and prosperous lives. We also provide services to local government agencies and educational institutions. DIT is responsible for broadband infrastructure and access expansion across the state, an initiative that will bring affordable, high-speed internet access to all areas of North Carolina. Through investments in infrastructure and access, digital literacy, and affordability, DIT is charged with helping to close the digital divide within our state. We're also leading cybersecurity efforts to protect state networks and data that the state collects from North Carolina's 10 million citizens. Data that is important to each and every one of us as residents and employees of the state. The data includes tax records, driver's records, health records, and more. And these are only a small look at some of the initiatives, projects, and investments that DIT is making in IT service and support. But we're also thinking and planning beyond the day-to-day services we provide. NCDIT spends much of its time working directly with partner agencies, vendors, and solution providers to develop new and innovative ways to service our citizens. What's behind the work that we're doing today? Well, if you haven't heard, one of NCDIT's top priorities is digital transformation of government services. And while digital transformation may mean something different to each agency, DIT's objective is to align our people and services around providing a contemporary, constituent, and employee experience with easy to access, easy to use services and tools for the people who live and visit our state. Digital transformation means bringing the user experience that we've all come to know and expect in today's modern connected world to government services. Whether that means apps on mobile devices, e-commerce transactions, or social media and web-based engagement, we want to start thinking about bringing our services to citizens where they're at. We no longer want to provide a single door to walk through and hope that constituents find the right one. Instead, we want to take an approach of walk through any door. That means you can engage with government services however you want to. Mobile app, web page, telephone, even in person, and you'll get the same experience. And that's what digital transformation means, connecting with your constituents in ways that are meaningful to them. It's a user-centric approach, and it's important work that we must do to reach each and every one of our citizens. And this is why NCDIT values it so much. Now, we may be a long way from completely realizing this vision, but we're on this transformation journey together, and we've already begun. While partnering with state and local governments and education systems, DIT has sought to enhance constituent experience and create solutions for us all to better serve the public. For example, earlier this year, we launched our new constituent portal at nc.gov to help people more easily find the services and resources they need. Tasks as simple as registering for a vehicle, or more complex endeavors such as starting a business. The entire redesign was completed with the customer in mind, with structured, focused content for specific roles and populations. The most accessible and visible features on the site are those that are most frequently accessed. The browsing and searching experience is identical between mobile devices and computer browsers. It's this type of thoughtful, consistent, and quite frankly, appealing and attractive approach that we are all, including our constituents, accustomed to while interacting with modern services. It's the type of experience that we've come to expect. You may have also noticed a certain familiarity to many of the agency websites that's starting to take shape. That's the result of work done by our Digital Commons website hosting team. This team provides services that can help transform the state agency relationship with constituents by delivering high quality, secure, web-based solution through a platform that allows agencies to focus on what they know best, their own content. This is all delivered with a technology platform that gives constituents a consistent look and feel across state agencies, so that citizens come to learn what to expect from North Carolina state agency websites on computers and mobile devices alike. And that brings us back to where we are today, to one of the most important pieces of our digital transformation strategy, and that's you. You are as important part of this digital transformation journey as any technology we could ever implement, because you have all the ideas. You know where the opportunities lie. Where are the processes that we can automate? Where are we lacking data to provide insight into decision making? Where is there additional collaboration needed between state agencies to help speed up services to citizens? These are all opportunities to enhance the way we provide state services through the use of powerful tools that are available to you today. And at today's conference, you might learn about new tools that will help transform your agency's business processes. Or you might learn about new ways to use familiar tools to make your virtual meetings more engaging. You have the opportunity to hear from our experts on how to better engage your colleagues with improved internet communication and connectedness. We want you to be inspired to use these tools in ways we couldn't envision to help improve state services, to make state government as efficient as possible, and to help improve the constituent experience. I might go as far as to say that we want to delight our constituents. We hope that these tools help transform your relationship with your constituents, with your teams, and with each other as you collaborate across state agencies. Now, Microsoft 365 is one of many services and solutions that NCDIT provides that is helping us advance our digital transformation aspirations. As you learn about these tools today, you will learn the ways in which these tools can facilitate better communication, more efficient collaboration, and more ways to use and visualize your data, ways that will help your data tell a story. As you learn more about Microsoft 365 or M365, you will see that Microsoft is no longer just Outlook, Word, and Excel. As you might know, it now offers many more tools that we can use to integrate into our business processes, to make us more efficient, and to ultimately provide a better experience to North Carolinians, businesses, and visitors. So just a slice of what you can expect from today's sessions. Some of the tools that you have the opportunity to learn about. Microsoft Dynamics. This is a product suite that integrates a set of feature-rich applications that can help your agency manage constituent relationships, sales and marketing, finance and operations, business intelligence reporting, and even more. Power BI is an analytics tool with powerful reporting features to help you gain valuable insights from your data, which results in more informed and data-driven decision-making. Power Automate helps eliminate repetitive manual tasks so that we can focus more on the aspects of our job that add value to the constituent experience. And these are just some of the tools that you'll learn about today, each of which have countless uses and applications. And so what does all this mean to you? Well, we know that 2020 changed the world forever. Remote work is now an expectation. We have to ask ourselves some new questions, like how do we remain as productive as we were when we were in the office? How do we stay as connected to each other as we were when we were in the office? And how do we ensure that the friendly conversations at the water cooler can continue, even though some of us may never meet each other face to face? Well, during 2020, tools like Microsoft Teams helped us to be in different places, but continue to stay connected with each other and productive in our work. It was a way for us to keep in touch with our teams and agencies, and even let new hires become acclimated to agencies and coworkers they never shook hands with. Prior to COVID-19, less than 400 state employees were using Teams, and that was mostly as a replacement for Skype, just to send instant messages. Today, we have more than 39,000 state employees. They're using Teams every day to communicate with their coworkers and colleagues and at other agencies, vendor partners, and even the public. That's a nearly 10,000% increase from before 2020 until now. And these people aren't just instant messaging. They're hosting virtual meetings, collaborating on documents, using whiteboards, hosting team water cooler chats, managing team calendars, even developing communities of practice. Imagine developing community of practice in a time of our greatest separation. This explosive growth in Teams usage is impressive. But when you understand the value that tools like this provide, it's no wonder why so many people elect to use them. As a new employee at NCDIT myself, I have found the tools that NCDIT offers like Teams, SharePoint, and others, they've been invaluable, essential to a smooth transition into my role. I've learned about our agency. I've connected with leadership across agencies, and I've collaborated in real time on documents and presentations from remote areas. And I've only been here for 2 weeks. Even today, many of you are seeing me for the first time from the comfort of your own home. You're about to experience a conference entirely remotely. And this is our new norm. Performing our work, engaging with each other, delivering our services, all digitally. These are all essential skills in today's world, with most customers, most employees preferring remote engagement and mobile access to services. Now, many of you may know a lot of this already, and Perhaps you're saying that's why I'm here. You see the value in these tools and you know that there's potential for so much more. Well, congratulations and welcome to the journey. We're glad to have partners like you along for the trip. And for those of you that are new to the tools that we're talking about today, we are so thrilled that you're here with us. This is the first step in your journey to seeing how these tools can automate and change the way you think about your work. We encourage you to go at your own pace, to learn and stay curious. Join our community and ask questions if you need to. We have a wonderful group of people that would be happy to help you get started on your way. Now, as I said, while we may not be yet ready to completely realize our vision, we are on this journey together because we are better together. We're smarter together. We're stronger together. And together, we're going to learn and grow and change the way we do business on behalf of our state. So to give you an idea of how many of us are together today, we've had about 1,200 people register for today's conference. And that's with 5,000 registrations across all of our sessions. That's a lot of learning happening in a 4-hour window on a Thursday morning. We have 8 30-minute sessions planned for you today with topics ranging from information security to using specific tools in new ways. Our most popular session, Microsoft Teams, Kick Your Teams Meeting Up a Notch, has almost 900 people registered, including myself. We have almost 700 people planning to attend Create Beautiful Intranets with SharePoint. And more than 650 of you will participate and create a custom task tracker and lists. This is a jam-packed event with lots of exciting content, and I'm pleased to see so much interest and participation. I hope you can each take away at least one new idea that will help support and facilitate our collective digital transformation. At the very least, 900 of us will be able to dazzle meeting attendees with our new Microsoft Teams abilities. But I challenge you to do more. I challenge you to teach and inspire other people around you. I challenge you to share your ideas on how to transform services. And I challenge you to be the person on the other side of the camera next year, presenting your ideas, your accomplishments, even your trials and tribulations to your peers. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So again, welcome and thank you for your participation here today. Now let's go create the future together. Just one last thing before we get started with our fantastic content and that we have planned for you today. I'd like to take a moment to thank our conference team who has worked over the past several months to develop and deliver this incredible experience today. It's clear from the quality of today's event that this team did an excellent job collaborating and creating an engaging, informative event. And to each of you, thank you for your dedication to realizing your vision for this conference. I applaud you all on a job well done. A big thank you also to our presenters today, most of whom are NCDIT team members who have graciously volunteered their time to share their expertise with us. We applaud your passion and commitment to helping others along their journey from awareness to transformation. And finally, thank you to each of you in attendance today. Your participation is what makes events like this meaningful. Your commitment to be here today is a commitment to a better state government. I hope this morning provides you with an opportunity to learn, to gain insight, and to see novel ways to solve business problems at your agency. We hope you leave today feeling empowered to achieve for your agency, for our citizens, and for the great state of North Carolina.